The member from Timiskaming Cochrane.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is for the Premier. The Horne Granite Curling Club is a cornerstone in the community of New Liskeard, as are many curling clubs and ice rinks. And tragically, a few years ago, it burned to the ground. And through the dedication of its members and support for the community, it was totally rebuilt. It's totally modern. It faced a huge challenge, but now it faces an even greater challenge. Last year, the membership fees for the Horne Granite Curling Club were $42,000. Their hydro bill was $46,000. Wow. So you know where that's going. How is it that we've come to this, that our rural way of life is being destroyed by your hydro policies?
Mr. Speaker, it is great to talk about curling, Mr. Speaker. I know Sudbury has a great curling club as well, and the Coppercliff Curling Club, Mr. Speaker, have come to me and talked to me about their electricity bill, Mr. Speaker. And you know what I did is I put them in touch with their local utility that went in and worked with them on the Save on Energy program, Mr. Speaker. And the Save on Energy program, Mr. Speaker, is now saving that curling club thousands of dollars every month, Mr. Speaker. So I encourage that member to utilize the local utilities that are within your area, use the programs that are in place, Mr. Speaker, because we rebuilt this system. We've made sure it's clean, and now we're making sure it's affordable for every single business and for every single person in this province, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Minister, with all due respect, this example, it's a brand new facility. They've done everything that they could to save energy. They have worked with every program available, as have most people in this province. I'm sure the vast majority, anyone comes in our office, we make sure that we look for every program available. And yet, this club and many others like it are in danger of closing because they can't pay their hydro bill. The real question is, your ministry has analysts, policy analysts, experts, long-term energy plans. How did you not foresee this happening? Why did it have to come to crisis before you realized that, oh, the people in rural Ontario can't pay their hydro bills? Oh, perhaps we have to do something. How? How did it come to this with your energy program?
Be seated, please. Be seated, please. Thank you. Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It came to this, Mr. Speaker, because for decades the opposition parties, when they were in power, never invested in the system, and it was up to us to rebuild it, Mr. Speaker. And that doesn't happen overnight, Mr. Speaker. We've rebuilt the system. We've made sure it's clean. We've made sure it's green, Mr. Speaker. And now we've made sure that we've got a system that we can rely on. We're going to continue to work hard, Mr. Speaker, for the folks that are in rural parts of our province. We've started, Mr. Speaker, with the $60.50 triple RP reduction, Mr. Speaker. We're going to continue to find ways of finding programs, Mr. Speaker, that will help these organizations, just like we did in Sudbury, just like we've done in Thunder Bay, just like we've done right across our great province, Mr. Speaker. And we'll continue to find ways to help not only in rural, but in urban parts of our province, Mr. Speaker.